We all love surprises. It might be an unexpected gift, a visit from a friend, or even a party. Sometimes surprises bring joy, laughter, hugs, appreciation, tears of joy, and sometimes even unbelief. The biggest surprise came on Easter morning when the ladies went to the tomb of Jesus. They were surprised that the stone was rolled away. They were even some more surprised that Jesus wasn't there. And what a surprise and shock Mary Magdalene had when Jesus spoke to her in the garden. What a surprise the disciples had on the road to Emmaus when they realized the person walking with them was Jesus, their friend. And the disciples were astounded when Jesus appeared to them in the locked upper room. Yet, why were all of these people so surprised by Jesus' appearance? Jesus spoke to them many times about his death and his resurrection. It is recorded in each of the Gospels. Matthew 17, verse 22-23 says, "And while they were gathering together in Galilee, Jesus said to them, 'The Son of Man is going to be delivered into the hands of men, and they will kill him. And he will be raised on the third day.' And they were deeply grieved." In the book of Mark, chapter 9, verse 31, it says, "For he was teaching his disciples and telling them, 'The Son of Man is to be delivered into the hands of men, and they will kill him, and when he has been killed, he will rise 3 days later.'" And in the book of Luke, chapter 24, verse 46, "And he said to him, 'Thus it is written, that the Christ would suffer and rise again from the dead the third day.'" And finally, in the Gospel of John, chapter 2, verses 19-22, it says, "Jesus answered them, 'Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up.'" The Jews then said, "It took 46 years to build this temple, and will you raise it up in 3 days?" But he was speaking of the temple of his body. Jesus' disciples and friends were surprised, even though they had been told many times. Are we surprised when God does things for us that he promised in the Bible? Do we tend not to believe, like Thomas did not believe until he saw Jesus' hands and side in the upper room? Matthew 24, verse 25 says, "Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away." We can say with confidence, Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. No surprise. All we need to do is believe. 2 Corinthians 1, verse 20 says, "For all the promises of God find their yes in him. That is why it's through him that we will utter our amen to God for his glory." Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. Happy